Welcome to the quick guides to build your personal brand on Facebook. In this first session, we'll go deeper into how to create your profile cover photo. And so I wanted to start with showing you my profile cover photo and all the elements that makes it. All right, so you can see on this picture how it looks like from the laptop view and how it looks like on the mobile view. It's very important to remember when you're designing to always check on both kind of devices, because you don't want to end up with yourself being cut in the middle or some elements that are important being covered by other things. These views will not be the same, so always make sure that it's optimized for both devices. Okay, I'm going to show you now the 7 elements that makes great cover photo. Okay, so number 1 is a clear question or statement that will attract your ideal audience. I'm going to go back over here just to show you. My statement is right in the middle. Want to attract your audience and build relationship online without tech. And a little explanation what the tech is for me: the team, without experience, without cost, and without hustle. Right? So if somebody is starting online, right, and trying to build relationship, build your brand, they might be interested. I designed this a while ago. I might be clarifying that even more since I narrowed down my dream avatar from that moment. But as you see right now, what I mean by clear statement, right? Then the second part is the design itself. Follow the KISS strategy. Keep it super simple and clear for your audience to really understand what you're doing, right? So when you're looking at this design, there's not many elements, right? There is a little logo of mine, right, that suggests what I do, right? There is a picture of me holding a phone, suggesting that I'm doing all this with, very basic equipment, right? And an information what I really do, right? I'm also showing myself in sort of my area, right? I'm not a person who wears ties and intimidates people. So it shows them who they will be dealing with when they're building brand, right? I'm also wearing my company T-shirt, right? There's a little bit of branding right there. So this is pretty simple and straightforward, right? Very clear design. And then the next thing that you might want to add to your cover photo is a social proof and credibility. If you have that, you can add it definitely. So that might be maybe your logo, maybe some certificate, maybe you have some achievement that you can show in a form of a little picture somewhere in the corner. Maybe you have picture of yourself with some other people from your industry, from your niche, that have a big following and might be easily recognizable. So showing yourself in this professional environment or around other people from this environment is the social proof and gives you more credibility, and you can use it on your cover photo. Now, number 4, show perceived value with a picture, right? So I was mentioning over here on my picture, I'm showing myself with a phone, right, without any specialized equipment, and I'm telling people what they can do, how they can build relationships online without technology, without being, super experienced in this, and without having a lot of money, right? So you want to do that. Now, number 5 is a clear call to action. So when it comes to my photo, I'm just going to go back again. You can see that on my phone, you have this little information. Let me show you how. And there is a little hand that shows to press, right? Let me show you how. And you can, once they press it, they will see myself in a pop-up of this cover photo with a description of the cover photo next to it that I will show you in a second. Just to finish our 7 steps. Number 6, you have to make sure that it's mobile optimized. So don't worry too much about that. Just make sure that when somebody is opening it on the mobile, it still looks quite okay, and none of the big elements is covered, right? So now the pop-up, right, and the link in description. This part is very important because this is how you can actually link your profile with your professional environment, right? So when people will click, right, when they will click on your call to action, whatever that will be, I will show more examples later. This will open, right? The Facebook will open this bigger page where you have close up on your cover photo, but next to it is the description. So in the description, you're telling them, you're giving them a little bit more detail, what you can actually give them. What is your offer, right? What they will get if they follow you, and you give them the link how they can get it, right? So if it's a group, if it's a Facebook group for you, then you put a link to your Facebook group over here. If it's something else, if it's your website, you can put your website over here. Maybe you want to invite them to talk with you through WhatsApp, right, or Messenger or email or whatever other form of interaction. You need to show them how they can interact with and engage with you, right, over here. So this is my example. You can read it and sort of model it to fit your own niche and own avatar. Okay, so now let's go a little bit deep and look a little bit deeper into this statement, into the cover question or statement that I mentioned before. How do you do it? What's the structure? So according to our mentors, the structure for this should be something like this. When you addressing your audience, you want to say want to, and then you're putting in their biggest dreams, right? Their biggest desires, what they really want. And you think over here about your ideal avatar, right? Think about an avatar, what he or she wants the most. And then after that, you say without, and then you put the biggest pain of your ideal avatar. So what they're scared the most, what they want the most without what they scare the most. That's the most common structure that you want to use. So I will show other example in a second, but you can think about your avatar and your offer, what you're giving, what you're promising, and what they might be scared of. So you can, if they follow you, they can avoid that, right? Avoid that pain. The other option that you can do it simpler and shorter is the one below. When you're sharing, join my Facebook group too, and then you just tell them, then you tell your ideal avatar what you will give them, right? What is thinking about their biggest desire, right? But that obviously only works if you want to keep your avatar within the Facebook community, which is advisable. I wouldn't advise to put here join my and then put your website or other places that are outside of Facebook, because the Facebook algorithm might not like that, right? So until you're still keeping people within Facebook, that's okay, just to write it down over here. But the moment you're trying to invite them to other places, that's probably not the best way to go. But you can still do that in your description. In your description, you can put your email, your phone, right, your website, your other places. That's okay. But on your cover photo, keep either the first version or the second version of this cover statement. So now let's go and have a look at the examples, right? This is Mary. As you can see, Mary have a really nice statement, right? Directed to her dream avatar, ideal avatar. And she says, want to know how to have positive relationship with money, right? And then she has a picture over here in the corner of her ideal avatar, actually, right? This is obviously a stock photo, but she wants to talk to people who are retiring, right? And wants to be happy, right? So she's a financial advisor. And so if you follow the arrow over here, right? Maybe we should add a little bit information. Click here, right? Click here so people know exactly that they need to click, right? And when they click, Mary will explain in her description, right, of this cover photo where they can, how they can contact her, right? Where it's going to be her group, or maybe other places, right? Let me show you how is her call to action. Right now, Dawn has also a very nice call to action over. Sorry, the call to action is different over here. She created a fake button, which is another way how you can do it, right? So it's sort of like showing people, oh, you can click here, right? And then the description will pop up. And her statement is over 50 and I want a location independent business without all the overhead. Go from blindsided to guided to prosperity. Right, so she's also addressing her ideal avatar, right, and she's telling exactly what she can give them, right. She has a nice logo of her company as well. So if you do have your logo, you can put. If you don't have it yet, that's okay. You can put it later on. Remember that you can still keep on tweaking or changing your cover photo throughout the year. I normally do it a few times a year. Like even this year, I already changed my cover photo a few times, and you can update that cover photo. It's okay, right? Until you're not changing your strategy and your niche completely, it's okay. Now, another example is Nadia's example. So Nadia wants to talk to parents, right? And so she has a nice, clear statement over here: master the time with your kids, right? And then the question: want to know how to turn your kids into lifelong learners and help them build self-confidence and relationship without expensive schools and courses, right? So those will be the parents, for example, who are thinking about maybe homeschooling, right? Or who are thinking about changing the school, but don't really know what to do or how to help their kids. Maybe those will be the parents who don't have a lot of time with the kids, right? And just want to make sure that the time that they do spend with children will be the most effective time for both of them, right? For both parties. And she has a clear call to action: join my group and find out how, right? And here is a way how to do it, right? Link in description and the arrow pointing at the picture. So if somebody will click at this picture, then the description will show where Nadia will take them to their Facebook group. Right now, last example over here is Lucy's example. So Lucy says, want to start an online business as a senior without the fear of overwhelming courses and technology, right? And this is really cool because she's showing her own picture. This is her, right? And so people will know that they will be talking with a person who is just like them, right? A senior and doing an online business and helping out and also had a fear of overwhelm and technology. So she will understand the avatar, right? And that might be very, very attractive to her. It's very clear design, not too busy, right? Call to action: join our community to discover more. And she actually put the link over here on the cover photo, which is okay if the link is still staying in the Facebook. That's what I was saying. If it's for outside of Facebook, I wouldn't recommend to put it here. Put it in the description instead, right? But she put it here and the arrow. So if somebody will click here, then it will open the description and there will find the real link over there to Lucy's group. Okay, so with those examples, you know pretty well what you need to design and how your cover photo needs to look like. And now we're going to do it together. We're going to design the cover photo together. So I just wanted to show you, to tell you that the most affordable software you can use to make your own design is canva.com. I'm using Canva for all my simple designs. You can always hire an external designer if you don't want to do it by yourself, right? You can ask me to help you with that. I'm okay to do the work for you or point you in the right direction who can do it for you. But at this point, I will take you to canva.com, where I will show you step by step how you can design, how to create this design by yourself. Okay, so go to the website right now and start your free account if you don't have one yet, right? Once you have your free account, you will be able to do all the steps that I will be showing you right now. And if you have if you decide after a while if you want the premium one, it will give you a little bit more extra features, like extra stock photos, easier way to resize things, right? And some other things that might make your design work easier. But if you just want to have your simple design, you're perfectly okay with having only the free version of Canva. So I will see you in Canva in just a second. Go and open your Canva and then come back to me so we can go through it together.